What's going on, YouTube? It's Chad. Just getting started on this 32-foot Class C motorhome, replacing the EPDM rubber roof. Just starting to remove this lap sealant now. This stuff is a mess, kind of hard to work with, but you got to peel it all back to get to the screws. Before we got to take all of the vents, the AC, everything that's up here has to come completely off. So once I get all this off, there will be just exposed holes in the roof. I'll peel all this rubber off, clean the surface real good, and then apply the glue and put the new rubber back on. I'm still going to have several hours of pulling the rest of this stuff off. I kind of waited until the sun went down to get going on this today. It's just too hot up here when it's sun's out, and I can't get it in the shop. It's just I won't be able to stand up. It's still too tall, so looking at some other options for the future. But for now, just wanted to give you a little first look at replacing this roof. I'll keep you updated as I move along. Making progress. Got to remove everything that's on top before you can pull the rubber roofing material off. I still have to remove this awning. I'm waiting for a buddy to get here. For now, I'm just going to cut the rubber around it just so I can get the roof off in case there is any moisture underneath that can dry up today in the sun. Probably not going to reinstall the new roofing until tomorrow. Definitely a two-man job. Gotta have somebody to help you get that AC unit off the roof, and just good to have an extra set of hands around. But it is something that you could do yourself. Just take your time, be patient. I'll give you another look once I pull this roofing off. I'm gonna start peeling it back now. Got a couple little small holes to patch up where there was some damage done. But I'm going to let this just air out and let the sun hit it for a little bit. I'm going to take a break. Probably have now just a couple hours of just cleaning all of this old gunk that's around where I've got to put all the new, or the trim that came off. I have to sit back and just clean on that for a couple hours too. I mean, it's just a lot of tedious work to do this right. Alrighty. Patched all the damaged areas. Got my material up here. I'm using the Dicor roofing kit. This is specially made for this EPDM rubber roof. All of our holes are patched. Had a little bit of water damage up here. Fixed all that. Good to go. Cleaning the surface now. And I'm getting ready to apply the glue and start rolling out the roofing. Hot up here. Hot, hot. Alright, I'll give you a look once it's all on and covered. Coming together. Few little air bubbles. We'll work them to the holes once I tighten the vents back in. Screw the vents in and the side trim. I'll be able to pull this tight. Would definitely be nice to have an extra set of hands, but as you can see, it can be done by yourself. Hey guys, Rolling right along with this rubber roof. Just wanted to pass along a tip in case you're doing this job yourself. Don't try to do too big of an area at one time. I'd recommend sticking to about a 4-foot section, 3 to 4 foot section, kind of like what you see here. This is my last little section. I'll apply the glue and then roll the rubber on top, and I've been using this stiff bristle just floor broom, and it does great to getting these air bubbles out. When I first started, I was trying to do too big of an area at one time, and I noticed the glue was drying up on me. Of course, being out here in the hot sun, that's not helping any. But definitely do a small section, 3-4 foot at a time, and use a good amount of glue. I noticed when I first started, I was putting a real thin coat of glue on, and I've already gone back over the front and added a little more glue. When you use more glue, it allows you to have a little better surface to work with. You can slide the rubber around. Of course, it's going to stick a little better too, but it also helps you get those air pockets out. It's very similar to tinting windows. You know, you got to use that soapy water mixture to help slide the tint around and get the air bubbles out. It's the same with this. If you use a real thin layer, the glue will dry up a lot, and it'll be harder to get your air bubbles out. So put a generous coat on, not too thick, but you'll know as you go. Just a good generous coat. Other than that, it's really not that bad of a job. Once I come back and do the vents and the side trim that goes down both sides, I'll be able to pull these little bits of, there's not a lot of air pockets up here now. The sun tomorrow will help level a lot of this out, and once I do this side trim, it'll pull it good and tight. But turned out very well, very pleased. Alright, let me know if you have any questions. I'll give you another final look once I get it all back together and done. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, pretty much finished. The only thing I have left is to mount the antenna, which we're putting a new style antenna on here, so that's going to go pretty easy. Turned out very well. I'm very pleased. Alright guys, let me know if you have any questions about this rubber EPDM roofing. Thanks again for watching.